My Wife and My Best Man, Episode 2. As I turned to head back to my hotel room, my phone buzzed again. Another message. This time, it was an address. My heart skipped. I didn't think twice. I grabbed my jacket, pocketed my phone, and rushed out. I was determined to find out what was really going on between my best man and my fiancée. While on the way, a thought struck me. I should call the number that sent the text. The phone rang, and someone picked up. "Hello," a shaky voice answered. "Hello, I saw a message come." Before I could finish, I heard a loud crash, metal clanging, voices shouting in the background. "They're here! We need to leave now!" a man barked. Then, silence. A few seconds later, faint footsteps. Then a woman's muffled scream, another crash, and the line went dead. My heart was now racing uncontrollably. As I approached the address, a black-tinted car sped past me, the same one my fiancé and Tunde had left the hotel in. I froze for a moment, then ran to the location. It was dark and quiet. The street smelled faintly of smoke and petrol. Then I saw it. A smashed phone lying on the ground, screen shattered, pieces scattered. I felt cold all over. Whoever sent that message was either in trouble or gone. I decided to wait, hoping the sender might return. Minutes turned to hours. Then my phone started ringing again and again. It was my fiancée, Lisa. I didn't answer. Not because I didn't want to, but because something deep inside whispered, "Don't." Finally, I booked a ride back to the hotel. Halfway through, another call came from my mother. "Hello, Mummy," I said softly. Her voice was trembling. "Richard, my son, I know this is the worst time, but your brother has passed away." Everything inside me collapsed. I felt numb. I ended the call and sat in silence the rest of the way. When I reached the hotel, Lisa was waiting. She looked furious. "Why weren't you answering my calls?" she demanded. We argued briefly until she excused herself, leaving her phone on the bed. A moment later, her screen lit up with a new message from Tunde. "They found out. Lay low." I stared at it, frozen. Who had found out, and what exactly were they hiding? My hands froze over the phone. What did that mean, and who exactly had found out? That night I couldn't sleep. My heart raced, my thoughts running wild. I finally made a decision, one that might save my life. I wasn't going to marry my fiancée. The next morning, the day that was supposed to be our wedding, I called my doctor and executed my plan. Moments later, I collapsed during breakfast. Everyone screamed. I was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. The doctor, who was already in on it, placed me on a sickbed and hooked me to saline. When my fiancée arrived, I noticed something odd. Her face wasn't filled with concern. It was frustration. It was as if she was angry that I didn't show up to the altar. She even suggested we get married right there on the hospital bed. Everyone disagreed, except Tunde. He supported her. He even kept whispering, "Bro, it's just a small ceremony. Let's finish it." That was all the confirmation I needed. The two of them were working together. 2 days later, while still in the hospital, my phone buzzed with a WhatsApp message from an unknown number. I quietly excused myself to the restroom, pretending to be unwell, just so I could check it privately. When I opened the chat, my heart stopped. A picture of a man lying in a hospital bed, face covered in bandages, connected to tubes and oxygen mask. The message below it read, "Come to YKC Junction by 7 p.m. tomorrow night." Before I could respond, another one came. Wear a green top and red shorts. Then, the entire chat deleted itself before my eyes. Gone. I rushed to the doctor's office and told him I needed to leave the hospital secretly. He understood. "Fake a seizure," he whispered. "I'll handle the rest." Minutes later, I stumbled back into the ward where my family sat, pretending to collapse. They panicked and screamed as the doctor quickly ushered everyone out. He moved me to a private ward where no visitors were allowed. That was my escape. The next day, I slipped out of the hospital unnoticed. At exactly 7 p.m., I arrived at YKC Junction wearing the clothes they asked for. Green top, red shorts. The night was silent. No call, no message, no one around. Just me and the echo of my heartbeat. Then suddenly, screeching tires. A car swerved to a stop in front of me. Two men in dark clothes jumped out, grabbed me violently, and threw me into the back seat. Before I could even shout, one of them pulled out a syringe. A sharp sting hit my neck, and everything went black. Moral lessons. When secrets start unfolding, silence can be the loudest warning. Sometimes the truth doesn't knock, it crashes in. Love without trust is a ticking bomb. Never ignore your intuition. It's often your soul whispering the truth your heart refuses to hear. When your spirit warns you, listen. Sometimes intuition saves more than logic can. The people closest to you can also hide the deepest betrayal. Never ignore red flags. Love shouldn't come with fear or secrecy. Who do you think sent the mysterious message, and why? Is Lisa truly guilty, or is Tunde hiding something much darker? Should Richard still go on with the wedding, or call it off completely? What do you think "they've found out" really means? Who do you think sent the mysterious WhatsApp messages? Was the person in the hospital bed connected to Tunde and Lisa's secret? Do you think Richard will survive, or is this the end for him? If you were in Richard's position, would you still go to that meeting? What do you think will happen in the next episode? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gentle Spark Inc. on YouTube and Facebook for next episode, where secrets begin to explode.